I'm selling this, my A7 IV, and this, my A7s III IV. This is where you put in like that angel sound, the like, oh, the A1 II. I am so excited about this. We all knew it was coming. I haven't even hinted. I flat out told you it was coming back in the fall.
What I would like to do is sell my A7 IV and my A7C.
For the past few years, I've been carrying around two camera bodies. One for video, my A7s III, and one for photos, my A7 IV. And I did this for a few reasons. One, I wanted a photo beast. I wanted something with a ton of megapixels. I wanted something that was my go-to photo workhorse. Then I needed something fantastic for video, which is naturally the A7s III, which I got first. I love that camera. However, for photos, A7s III did not compare to this guy. And I was kind of stoked about the idea of having two camera bodies because I could have one set for photo, one set up for video, both ready to go. And then I realized I hate carrying that much, especially when I travel. And I travel so much for work, and travel photography is what I love to do. It's when I want to bring out my best gear, and I don't like lugging it around. I've actually come to hate it. I think there was one trip when we went to Vietnam and I thought it was the best thing ever having to. And then after that, I was like, this takes up space in my bag. It's heavy. I already have a really large drone. I'm traveling with my Mavic Pro. I can't do it anymore. So weight has become a real issue. Switching between the cameras has slowed me down. And respectfully, with everything I already have in my camera bag and all the accessories for both, I'm done. They're both fantastic cameras, one for video and one for photo. They're very impressive. But when the A1 II was announced this past fall in New York, and you guys saw that I attended that event and I raved about this camera then, I wanted to go back to hybrid land. I just want one body. I'll switch my settings. It's fine. I don't want to carry it anymore. This has so much all in one. Granted, there are a few little features that I would have had for video with the S3 that I'm not going to get with this. And there are a few little things, especially a few features with the A7 R4 that I'm not going to get with the A1 II. And I wanted this for the megapixels, and I'm still getting a ton. And the difference between the two, not a whole lot. We're talking 50.1 versus 61 megapixels. So is anyone really gonna notice that? No. And what I am going to notice a difference between with the S3 is probably the low light performance. I'm probably not gonna get the same low light performance with this. That's just science. Will I need to test it? Yes, I'm gonna look into it. But you know, I'll make it work. The benefits outweigh the low light and the loss of like 10 megapixels at this point. But I digress. Let's go into the specs of the A1 II and why this is such an amazing camera. Before we continue the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is Artlist. Now, I think we've all heard of Artlist at this point because they've been coming out with some really amazing features over the last year or two,
including their generative AI voiceover feature, which really impressed me.
But they were not done. Now, Artlist's mission is all about empowering creators to create without limits. They want Artlist to be everything you need, all in one place, and all under one license. So that's music, sound effects, stock footage, editing tools, you name it. And now, introducing Gen AI, which is the only video generator built specifically for video creators. Now, I've played around with a few AI tools before, but Gen AI stands out for a few different reasons. First, that's the quality. So you get a curated mix of visual styles, generative models that actually look good and work in real video projects. So that's no weird outputs and no endless tweaking. And second, everything you make is licensed under Artlist's universal license. Essentially, that means there's no more combing through legal fine print, which we don't want to have to deal with anyways, to figure out whether your video will get flagged or not, because it won't get flagged, because Artlist has you covered. It's that simple. They're also constantly updating the generator with new models and styles so that you're not always stuck with the same old results. And just to remind you, the best part is that Gen AI is just one feature of Artlist's entire ecosystem. In addition to Gen AI, you're still getting access to music, sound effects, editing tools, LUTs, all under that same license. That's kind of a lot. So if you're a creator looking to speed up your workflow and level up your content, then I highly recommend giving Gen AI a try. You can check it out, and even for free, in the link in my description below. And now let's get back to the video. First of all, we've got 50 megapixels. That is more than most people have dreamed of. It's definitely what I need for high quality photos. It's got the detail I'm looking for. 50 is a ton. 61 is also a lot, but like, it's fine. It still has the 4K 120p that I was getting with the A7 A7S III. It still has 10-bit 422 color sampling, but we also have 8K now. How often I'll be using that? We'll see. We'll find out. I'm a little apprehensive about it potentially overheating because there is a difference in, I believe, in the cooling system between them. So we'll see how that goes. I don't expect that to be a problem unless I'm shooting 8K, and that seems like it's going to be a specialty situational kind of option, but video capabilities are there. And because of both of these features, we've got a fantastic hybrid camera. This is Sony's flagship camera, and I'm happy to say that I'm back to the hybrid life. So I put together this chart that gives you an overview of some of the key specs and probably the most important things for you. In layman's terms, I mean, we can go into the nitty-gritty of any camera, but high level, this is what we're looking at, and this is the comparison between the A1, the S3, and the R4. So at the end of the day, you can see why this is just such a great combination of both features from each camera, but you're getting them all in one. Now, I'm not gonna pretend like this is an inexpensive camera. This is not a cheap upgrade, okay? And right now I'm sitting with all of these in my possession, which is insane. And that's why I will be selling these other two. This is a $6,500 camera in US dollars, and that's just the body only. So no, these are not new. Am I gonna get $8,000 for them when I sell them? No, but it's kind of like, you could think of it as a lateral move in some cases because I'm getting so many features from both of those other cameras. The convenience of having all of it in one body, it makes so much more sense for me, especially when you're traveling. I think the best piece of gear is the one that you have on you, and like the best camera is the one that you have on you. So whatever's gonna allow you to capture that photo quickly, efficiently, that's what you need to get. I actually had a situation when I was in the Azores last week, and I completely missed getting a shot of Pico Mountain because I was busy setting up my camera, and we only had 5 minutes, if that, of light and clear sky in front of the mountain, and then it was completely covered with cloud, and I was just like fussing with too many things and completely missed the opportunity to get the photo I wanted. So if that doesn't tell you anything about how having too much gear can actually be a problem, I don't know what does. Now, once I have my studio set up downstairs, maybe I'm gonna want something like an FX3 that's just sitting at home ready to go that I can flip on and start shooting. I've always said that I've had an eye out for the FX3, and you're probably thinking that the A7S III is so similar. Why don't you just keep that one? That's valid. I want to cover this. Right now, that's my first priority. And when that becomes a need, I will deal with that when that day comes. I don't want to sit with gear and just anticipate that. I'm really in like the purging phase of my gear kit right now. If you are also a travel creator and you're not that precious about your shooting and your client work, and you don't necessarily have every opportunity to be inside or like tactfully setting up and composing a shot with your photo camera or your video camera, and you're more of an on-the-go person, then choosing a hybrid like this might make more sense for you. Could I have still gone by with both of these other cameras? Absolutely. Like I said, it's a little bit of a lateral move, but it's more of a convenience decision. It's not a camera upgrade, it's more of like a workflow upgrade. A few other incremental advances with the A1 II over the A7S III, for example. We have an AI processor now, so with the S3, we didn't have like the human animal vehicle tracking. We do now in this. There's also the FTP and cloud integration, which would speed up your image transfers if that's something that's important to you. And when I'm at different hotels, this could be something that I end up using more than I think I will right now. So if you were upgrading from the S3 to the A1 II, there are incremental yet significant differences, but it's a huge price jump if you're mostly shooting video. This is really going to make a difference for you if you are a hybrid shooter. And there are still advancements with the photography features as well. You've got pre-capture, it's capturing your photo up to 1 second before the release. Your burst shooting is now at 30 frames per second. So I'll have some of these other more noticeable features comparing the A1 II, S3, and R4 on screen right now. Again, these are really high level, but where this is gonna matter for you is if, yeah, you're combining your photo video camera into one, or you wanted a better hybrid camera. You wanted to make that step up and get something that was great for photo and for video. video. A1 II is a fantastic option. So this is where I'm headed. This is what I'm trying out. We'll see whether I end up going back to 2 bodies, but I know everyone's a gearhead here, so I wanted to keep you guys updated. And as I get this set up and find like my perfect settings and my perfect programming for this and the features that I use the most, I'll absolutely keep you guys updated. So if you guys want to see more videos on that, please give this video a like down below, subscribe if you are not already, and hit the notification bell to get notified for all future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.